expect to get strawberries for next year. As you know, we all have all been talking about the excessive amount of berries we got this year. I mean, like, I ended up like 120 pints of berries. Like, unbelievable. I never had anything like that in my life. Or last year I had 20 pints in total. So pretty much what we do here is we have 5 strawberry beds that we work off of. You can take a look right up here. This one here has already been weeded, and you got one behind you, so that way. And there we go. So those two looked like this yesterday. So believe it or not, there are strawberries in there. They are done. I don't get too panicked about the amount of weeds because of the time in hand here to get the berries picked. So what we're going to do, we're going to prepare these beds here. I'm going to go ahead and start weeding this guy here, and then from there we're going to we'll come back and show you how we're going to compost, thin these guys out, put some special fertilizer, fish emulsion, kelp, powdered kelp, and also I'm going to use this year pollytone, which is another thing that strawberries love. And I was missing years ago not doing enough of nutrients throughout the season, so once a month I give them a good fertilization. Of course, water is important. Strawberry plants need these an inch of water per week to grow well. So we had a good spring, a lot of water. So we're going to start paring this bed down. There are a lot of strawberry plants in there. And then we'll also talk about what we're going to do with the runners too in a bit. So we're going to start pulling the weeds out. And if you get a few plants in between, it doesn't matter because there's plenty more in here. And now we'll also rip out some of the plants, the ones that have been here for a while. I'll give you an example of what I mean. If you look at this plant here, I'm going to rip it out right here. You can just reach down and feel how the root system has gotten very tough and woody. So I'm not going to take them all because I want some runners off of these, but we'll thin them off. Probably the plan is to go ahead and take the edge of this bed here and totally put compost on that, and then the berries in the middle, the strawberries in the middle will shoot the runners out to the new area. And then also I'm going to do the with the pot method, which I'll explain that when I come back. When I get this all cleaned up, I'll show you a couple little tricks as far as that, and we'll it's a nice hot afternoon to get pulling the weeds and make this look like a strawberry bed again. Well, take a look. It's all cleaned out. It took about 45 minutes. Now in the process, I also thinned out some of the plants. Yes, some of you probably have a hard time. Oh, the plant's going to thin out the strawberry plants. They're good big plants. Trust me, if you don't thin them out, you're going to get tiny little berries. So I basically just ripped them out. It's all in the compost bin over yonder. I don't know if you can see it back there, but it is full again. We'll be rotating that one shortly. So other than that, let's start working on getting this bed ready. So next thing I'm going to do is sometimes I'll go ahead and just put down compost between the plants, which I'm probably going to do that because there's enough room in there. And then from there we're going to go ahead and start doing, before I do the compost though, I'm going to go ahead and fertilize with some pollytone, which strawberries love. And they're talking basically a bed this size, probably going to need about, this is a 1 cup measurement here. They're talking, they said 5 pounds for 100 square feet. Well, my beds are basically about 6 feet by 12, so that's 70 square feet. So about 3 pounds, that's 6 containers of this that we're going to sprinkle around, just around the plants. It's not going to burn, it doesn't hurt anything. And that'll give it a nice quick jump of nutrition. Then after that, we're going to go ahead and put down compost. And then on top of the compost, I'll put grass clipping. And the reason for the grass clipping is because we get those hot summer days. It keeps the moisture down below. Remember, strawberries need a lot of moisture. Like they need about 1 inch of moisture per week. So here's continue. This is number 2. That's how many containers was it? 4? Nothing fussy, you know, just get it in there. So now I'm going to just lightly cultivate it. Real heavy cultivation, just enough to move the stuff in, and that'll help it there. So what we're going to do is this month we're doing hollytone. Next month I'm going to do kelp and probably blood meal. Do a mixture of that. That did really well last year. And then in between that, I'll give it the, when I get all done with this, I'll give it a good drink with fish emulsion, and that'll help it get over some of the shock I've probably given it. But you know, if you give enough water to strawberries, they can handle pretty much anything. So there we go. Now, one thing else they recommend doing, they is in many years of doing this, and probably some of the different research I've done. Watch behind you on the tip of the clippers, which I'm going to grab. They recommend, some people do, is cut off some of the top foliage. Just a little bit. I don't like going down too deep. I give it a little haircut. Because that way you start encouraging runners. You're not spending so much time on leaf growth. You're just going to encourage new runners to take place, which will help the plants become more vigorous. Gets more sunshine down between there. Doesn't be perfect, just enough just to open it up a little bit.
Now I have a question. Will this bed produce next year?
Absolutely. Because what we're going to do, in a moment I'll show you a couple more things. And like I said, once again I took the plants out that were, you know, big massive roots in the bottom. I want more of the newer stuff from last year that's more tender, because they're going to shoot up better runners. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to start laying down compost. And my compost is a little bit more on the rougher side. I don't care, because you know what? There was very rough compost here last year, and look, it's all broken down. So it's basically going to go in between the plants, like so, and then put some grass clipping on the top of this, and the bed's done. So you don't have to make a fussy project out of it. Just going in between them, and that feeds them. And the next thing we do is we take some grass clippings right behind you. Slide behind you under. Boy, glad we didn't do this yesterday. It was 95 degrees out, huh?
Exactly.
So just basically all I'm doing. Going like this in between. And then throughout the season I'll come out and I'll encourage the runners to grow where they need to go. Then one thing more I'm going to do, I'm going to show you something I've already started and where that's at. So one thing more I do is I'm going to manage the runners. So I started this last year, learning from Miranda Gardner, and what I basically do is I take a pot like this, put it down in the soil level, down below here, and as these runners start taking, you can see right here, some will come out of there, and actually here's one right here. We'll take this runner here, I'm sorry, here we go, break out the end, and just put it like so, and that will start growing. So it starts like this here. This is one I took from another plant already from another bed, and it's starting to do its thing. And so come fall, is all I gotta do is take those pots and move them into areas where maybe the runners didn't fill in nicely. And I'll probably do about 20, 25 of those throughout different beds here, and then I can be assured a nice thick crop of strawberries. You aren't disturbing the roots because they're already potted up. So when you transplant, you're just gonna pop them out and plant them where they need to go. And we're gonna give us a good watering now. And that's basically my simple tips of how to grow nice strawberries for next year. And we'll check back throughout the season here just to show you how they're coming along. And once again, thank you for viewing. Any questions, please do feel free to mention below in the comments section any questions or suggestions that you might do differently with your strawberries. And other than that, I appreciate those who subscribe really and take the time to view our videos and share with other people, and I really appreciate that. And we all hope you have a good week and happy gardening.